So yeah, day 17 of the World Cup. Threw up a few curveballs. We'll talk about the first game, Morocco versus Spain, and we finally got an upset in the knockout round. It took to the last day of the round of 16, but we got an upset as Morocco had defeated Spain on penalties. Spain not even scoring a single penalty, so Morocco winning 3-0 on penalties. And yeah, great game by Morocco. I said in yesterday's video that I see it being a low scoring game, which it was, no goals. But then Spain nicking a goal here or there, but they weren't able to do it. And Morocco defended for their lives. I don't know, they put every single ounce of their energy into this game and got what they deserved at the end. Spain were terrible. They passed the ball around a lot. Spain, 77% possession, 926 passes, but none of it went to their forward players. Like Rodri, he had 207 passes completed. Yeah, cool. That's all right if you're winning 1-0. Laporte 174, but they couldn't get to their forward players. Asensio in his 63 minutes had 23 touches of the ball. Like they just weren't able to get into the forward players, and if they did get to the forward players, it wasn't in the forward positions. It was then having to drop deep. Almost had to drop deep a lot. They just weren't able to get in the forward area. So everyone knows on the pitch there's the middle third, the attacking third, and defensive third. So Spain dominated their defense third and the middle third. Morocco had no match to them. So Morocco's attacking third and middle third, they didn't do anything. But Morocco's defensive third and Spain's attacking third, Morocco dominated all day. They was well organised, knew where they were going, knew that Spain 1v1 them. They didn't pose much of a threat, so they would leave players 1v1. But as a team, they're scary, so we'll set up zone lead, cut off the passing angles, because if they do get them 1v1, we're not very afraid of them, but they can cut us open at times for passing. It was great to watch by Morocco, defend for their lives, every bit of energy they put. Amrabat in the midfield, absolutely amazing. I love watching players like Ziyech, for his club, he barely tries, but now for his national team, his body's on the line at every challenge. Bono in goal for the penalties, amazing. Really good. Really good. Well, he saved Soler's and Busquets' Rabi's hit the post. And then Hakimi's penalty to seal it off. That's rude. England being receiving in the Pirlo's Panenka penalty, but Panenka penalty to knock you out, like the winning penalty, is actually just too rude. To have the confidence to do that as well. Oof. As a right back, there's one thing a striker does, and a right back doing it. Oof. Yeah, Spain they just haven't got, like I've said before in other videos, the individual quality isn't that great. They got a great team that knows what they're doing and knows how to play, but individually not great. Like their forward line, Ferran Torres, Marco Asensio, Dani Olmo, it's not that good. It really isn't that good. They just hope that their team play was good enough to get them through, but in a game where you needed that little bit individual quality in the final third, there wasn't any of that, and it got them knocked out. They weren't able to find a single opening. Like for all their possession, they mustered up 1.01 xG in the whole game. And a lot of that was down to Sarabia's miss at the end in the final seconds. Morocco had 0.72. They had chances to win it. They really had chances to win it. Even Sibiri off the bench, he had a couple of 1v1s that if it had a bit more composure or a left foot, he could have scored. But yeah, Morocco defended really well and deserved to go through. Like I don't know how they're going to do in the next round because all the energy is put into this game. They've got so many injuries now. They get a bit of a break, but they put so much energy into this game. They're going to need 2 days rest before the next game, which is on Saturday against Portugal. That's insane. It's insane that Spain went from winning 7-0 to drawing 1-1 to losing 2-1 and then losing on penalties. They won one game and that was 7-0. That's pretty weird. But Spain moving forward, I think you need to start moving Rodri into central midfield. This should be Busquets' last game for Spain. I know he's good, but Rodri is just better at this point in their careers. I know international football is probably a bit more suited to him, but I like Rodri there, and moving like Pau Torres into centre back, but they'd like a right foot centre back. So I don't know, but maybe even Eric Garcia. And then Marcus Llorente at right back was a weird choice. I know he's played there before, but he got done quite a few times by Buffal, and positionally wasn't great. And going forward, he wasn't even like that much of a threat either. But I know he touched into midfield at times. But yeah, Spain, they came up against their kryptonite of teams who were, could deal with them 1v1 and had the energy to like snuff out their passing in the final third. But it sounds easy, but it took a lot. It took 120 minutes worth of effort. A lot of teams slow down around the 60, 70 minute mark against Spain, and then the spaces open up, but they didn't allow any space. They allowed no passing moving to happen in the final third. Really, really well done by Morocco. And they got what they deserved, and that's a quarter-final trip, and they're facing Portugal, who, smashed Switzerland, we'll say. So, before the game, big choice by Fernando Santos, and that was to drop Cristiano Ronaldo. It shouldn't be a big choice, because you should drop the most underperforming player in your team. But that's become a big thing, because it's Ronaldo. But without Ronaldo, guess what? They're better. It's as if Man United already knew that. It's as if Juventus already knew that. They're better without Cristiano Ronaldo. Shock horror. I know. But the pass and moving, this is the best Portugal performance I've watched in a while. In a very long time, to be honest, in tournament football. Because there's not... Every time they went forward, it wasn't just about passing it to Ronaldo. It's the same thing that happened at Man United. Everything's geared towards Ronaldo scoring. They're able to press high up the pitch at times. They won't do it all game because it's international football. You're not going to. They could do it, and Ramos caused so many problems and got a hat trick. Very impressive by Gonçalo Ramos. Like the opening goal was amazing. It was really special. Just left foot smashes it top corner. You couldn't ask much more for him. You really couldn't. And then Pepe got the second goal. Good header by him. Good corner by Bruno Fernandes, who's again impressive. He's better without Ronaldo. Seen it all year for Man United, or like year and a half for Man United. João Felix was amazing on the left hand side. The fullbacks, Dalot and Guerrero, quite good. Big call, also dropping Cancelo, but Dalot and Guerrero amazing. Yeah, and then Dalot got the assist for Ramos with his second goal. And then Ramos got the assist for Guerrero. That was a great finish. They got one back for Akanji, but they were never going to get anything from this game. Then Ramos getting his hat trick, make it 5-1. And then Leao with a great strike at the end of the game to make it 6-1. It was such a great performance by Portugal. The attacks were flowing, one-touch passing. Switzerland are a hard team. They showed against Serbia. They showed it many times. But for some reason, Yakin decides to go 3 at the back with Vargas as a wing back, Fernandes as a It should have stuck to what they knew. A 3 at back can work if you've practiced it before. There's no point playing a 3 at the back if you don't know how to do it, and you have no time to practice it. They've had no time to practice this, and it showed they were all over the place. Really, really bad choice by the manager. But it still took Portugal having to play against that and play well against it. Even if Switzerland were so disorganised, it still took Portugal to be really good to make them disorganised even more. It could have worked the other way. They couldn't not know how to do it, but it did. And it was a very, very good performance. Probably the best performance by any team in this tournament so far. Because Switzerland are, England beat Iran, Spain beaten, Costa Rica, Brazil, South Korea. But this was even more impressive against a tough Switzerland team, even if they had no idea what they were doing the whole time and had no idea where to be. Yeah, but big call now for Fernando Santos going forward is he going to pick Gonçalo Ramos, or is he going to be forced to pick Ronaldo? Because on this basis, you can't put Ronaldo back in this side. You just can't. You really can't. Goncalo Ramos, amazing performance. I don't think he'll get 3 goals and assist again, but amazing performance. You know, Ronaldo hasn't ever got a knockout goal at the World Cup. He put him back in. He looked really bad this tournament. He's looked really bad all year for Man United. Goncalo Ramos is on the way up, confidence flying. They look better without him. It will be a weird decision to put Ronaldo back in. And I said it all year as a Man United fan. Him coming off the bench for the last 20 minutes, using his legs and his know-how to see out a game or to get a goal at the end of the game is good, but for full 90, not good. So yeah, that's all the round of 16s done. And now we're looking forward to Friday and Saturday as the quarterfinals are done. Croatia, Brazil, Netherlands, Argentina, Morocco, Portugal, England, France. We'll quickly talk about Morocco, Portugal because they're facing up each other now. So Morocco, I think, can cause some problems because, unlike Switzerland, they're organised. They know what to do. They know where to be, and they work well together. It's just a problem that half of their squad went off, injured. Boufal came off in the 60th minute. Looked like he picked up a muscle injury. And Naziri didn't go off injured, so that should be fine. Mazraoui. He went off in the 82nd minute. Don't know if that was injury or just tired legs. Agard went off with an injury. Saiss didn't go off with an injury, but he looked like he pulled his hamstring. So yeah, they put so much effort into this performance in Morocco. I don't know whether they'll have the energy to do it again. But how many days do they have now? So they've got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to go. So it's 3 days to recover. It's going to be light sessions for them because they won't be able to do anything. They won't be able to move after 120 minutes of hard work. And it's so much hard. It takes so much more effort to work off the ball. You cover so much more distance. So having to play 120 minutes with 23% possession, that takes a toll. That takes a massive toll. And Portugal kind of just cruised through this game after half time, really. So they'll be fresh and fit. But yeah, I think it'll be a good matchup. Morocco sitting back, looking to counter. But yeah, it'll be an interesting call if he does go back with Ronaldo. We saw how Spain struggled to get into the final third. Will Portugal have the same struggles? Are Morocco going to sit as deep against Portugal because they know they can get at them more than Spain? They won't dominate possession like Spain did. Portugal won that side a lot of the time. They only had 48% possession in this game. It'll be a very interesting matchup. But yeah, talk about that after the other round of 16 games, the round of 16 quarterfinal games, which I'm looking forward to Friday and Saturday. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts on the game, and I'll see you next time.